Tuesday morning, August 18th. This is the LaserApp 2015 edition of Ask Me Your FinTech Advisor FinTech Questions. I am headed to the LaserApp 2015 Financial Services Conference. Got an 11:40 flight out of Atlanta, get into San Diego this afternoon, doing some prep, ready for the cocktail hour and reception at 6 o'clock. Dinner's tonight, and the full conference is Wednesday and Thursday. So be sure to check my Twitter feed, be sure to check the YouTube channel. We're going to be publishing videos and coverage of the LaserApp 2015 event. So if you're interested in integrations, if you're interested in form filling, if you're interested in efficiencies to be gained, the theme of the LaserApp 2015 conference is all about adoption. So with adoption, one of the questions I had yesterday, actually two questions, which was pretty interesting. Two separate conversations about portfolio management software solutions. Good morning, guys. Off to school. Portfolio software solutions. And some of the questions were around the frustration of the lack of depth and possibilities to look into positions inside ETFs. So if you're looking at a bond ETF as an example, that has bond holdings or a folio of bonds, you certainly can get the characteristics, the duration, the interest rate sensitivity to the ETF in general, but it's maybe not possible through your portfolio management system to look into the individual positions and know what each individual security's risk is. So when it came up in that discussion, advisors were asking me, it seems like roads point to Orion Advisor Services for portfolio management, and I offered up as alternatives, maybe consider Black Diamond Performance Reporting or InvestNet Tamarack, which is built on Portfolio Center for some portfolio management and reporting. But when you want to do management of very deep statistics of positions, the name that kept coming up was Addepar. That's really what Addepar was built for. The downside is, because of Addepar's ability to not only look into every security and find its individual risk characteristics, it's also built for options, it's built for private equity investments and holdings, it's built for venture capital commitments from your high net worth clients who are committing capital to startups, committing capital to businesses, which is pretty esoteric. It's on the far end of the spectrum. It goes well beyond basic equities and bonds in portfolios. That's great in that it can do that and has that power, but it's expensive. So for many solo advisory firms or small advisory firms that don't have millions and millions of dollars of revenue, it's a very expensive solution. But if you're in that spectrum where you're dealing with ultra high net worth family office type situations and your clients are committing capital to startups, they're making private equity investments, it keeps coming up in conversations. So Addepar is what we're talking about now. Addepar keeps coming up for those really high-end investments in the very specific risk research that many advisors are looking for. So keep those questions coming in. You can always email me, bill@fppad.com, your advisor questions. The other thing I want to talk about before I wrap up, because I'm almost home, Mr. Incredible, Wuala. It was an online document storage service. Wuala announced yesterday they're shutting down. So it's an example of those cloud storage services that if you're synchronizing your documents out to the cloud, retrieving them through mobile apps, you need to have an exit strategy. And this is an example why. Wuala is shutting down. So really, if it's like Box or Dropbox, you have your core document folder structure on your laptop, on your desktop, on your server. That should be what you're able to copy and paste, take the entire directory structure, move it right over to Box, move it right over to SugarSync, move it right over to whatever compliant document storage system you have out there. So Wuala is shutting down. You've got several weeks or maybe a couple of months to delete and remove your files from that and get it moved over to a more sophisticated solution. So keep those questions coming. Watch the YouTube channel and the Twitter hashtag for updates from LaserApp, and I'll see you guys later.